Okay, looks like I am live. Already got a light, just nobody on. See the studio kind of spinning through there. So, good evening, everyone. Figured I'd stop in on do an evening chat real quick. Try to cover some of the things I was trying to cover this morning when my internet went away. Somebody's internet went away, probably on my end. And then I looked at my YouTube analytics, and it was telling me that most of the people that look at my videos are active later on in the evening. So I figured I'd test it out and see what I could find. So today I did a bench workout. I think it was my 8th bench day, and I figured in about 2.5 weeks. So I was pretty exhausted. Did get up to the weight I was wanting to press. I put that video out there, tried to have a little fun with it with the thumbnail art. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but we were trying to enjoy ourselves a little bit at the gym. So I did work it out to the heavier weight, but I decided not to do the 315 burnout because I was just, I'd probably been pushing it a little hard. So I'll have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off of bench. I'll be doing other exercises, but I should have a lot more energy. On Monday, if Monday goes well, my next weight be trying to push up would be 450 pounds. You know, a lot of people are saying, well, it looked like you could have got another 5 or 10 right then. And maybe. But the whole idea is if I go slow and steady, it helps prevent any sort of injuries and that. I do pay attention to how my shoulders are feeling, how my chest is feeling, making sure it's not tight, especially in this area here. And that kind of decides which way I'm going to take the next lift. So I make goals, and then I kind of feel how everything's going. And most of the time, the two do come together. If not, it's not the end of the world. I just make it up on the next lift. So after the Charlie 19 hit, beginning of December, and then holidays and that, oh, there goes my chat again. So looks like I may not have more success than I did. Oh, it's connected. Oh, there we go. Shane, how you doing? Good afternoon. So it's about 7:18 here. And they're just kind of in for the evening. It's been pretty cold today. It was down in the single digits. But I think tomorrow will be my arms and shoulder day. It's one of my kind of enjoy. I call them the pretty muscles. You know, work the traps, work the shoulders, work the arms. I'm really liking the way that I'm coming back to 100%. So, like I was saying, after I had the 4 weeks off because of the Charlie 19 and holidays, you know, my first 2 workouts, I only went up to 395 pounds. And a lot of times you got to sit there and keep yourself motivated because you're like, man, you know, I was doing 460 not that long ago. But, you know, that's just the way these things work out. When you push a lot of weight and you take time off, you know, you got to start back out slow. So that was first week of January. So now we're into the 3rd week of January. And I'm already at 445 pounds. So I'm really happy with the way things are going. Definitely is ahead of course. But we're talking about muscle memory. I'm not producing new strength. I've been here many times. So getting back to it is a lot easier to do. As my morning chat show, Shane's made it, and a few others, you know, vitamins and minerals are a big part of my routine. Nutrition is very important. I try to get about 200 grams of protein on a daily basis to support the 260 pounds of me. Generally, it's about 1 pound per muscle weight. I don't think I have 260 pounds of muscle. I'm sure there's a lot of water and some other things involved there. But 200 grams is usually my goal. Big breakfast always, big protein intake right after the workout. Yeah, disconnected. Why don't we try to reconnect? So I'm looking into ways of improving my connection. I hope it'll get back in there. This is my new card that my daughter had made for me. Simple but direct. I'm really happy with it. Jane, you're in Hawaii. My daughter in the Air Force, she's in Hawaii. So we were there in June for a week. And a beautiful, beautiful place. Never been to Hawaii before, but we got to go see her. So 4 hours difference in Hawaii. Yep, 4 hours. Okay. We thought it was 5, but probably because of the spring forward and fall backs. Hawaii, maybe like Arizona, doesn't do that. So 4 hour difference. But yeah, my youngest daughter is in Hawaii, but she's the one that designed that card. And my other daughter's in Arizona, and she also helps keep track of everything. So, I'm really happy because, first week of January, my upper bench was only at 395. I think I was knocking out maybe 6-7 reps at 315 on the burnout. I'm now at 445. The last time I did a burnout, I hit on 315, I hit 11. Like today, Vince, the owner, and myself decided that it was a good time just to give it a rest that time. And you got to listen to your body, sit there and refuel up, and go back in after Monday. Like I said, Monday, I'm definitely thinking that 450 should be pretty easy to do. Appreciate everybody giving me the thumbs up. I've had 4 people in there. I got 4 thumbs up. That's wonderful. I'm hoping to catch more of my subscribers in the evening. Ethan, hey, how you doing? Pretty good. So I'm seeing 2 of my regulars, should I say. And that's what I was trying to cover this morning is nutrition. I had a picture of my injury. Somebody had asked me how I dealt with injuries, if I had ever been injured. So I had that on the thumbnail. So if you go back there and watch that, I only got about 10 minutes into the live feed. And but I did cover that a few times. What else? I went over, nutrition, taking a break, coming back and working smart. If you take a lot of time off from the gym and you come back in, you just can't pop back into your regular schedule. You have to start with a lot less weight and come at it slowly. That's the best way of doing it. That has worked for me. It's a little patience. It's a marathon. My first meets are not until March. So I got the form here for the APF Illinois State Raw Championships. So I'm going to send Eric Stone a email and make sure I can go to it. But that should be on Sunday, March 20th. And then I'm doing the WUAP state meet in Bloomington on the 13th. So those are my 2 meets in March. I haven't looked out any further than that. Basically, depending on what I hit and how I feel, as I'm sure I'll have one in probably May, maybe as soon as April, but I know there's some national ones coming in May that I'll probably want to do. The national meets, I can break the world record. because my national record in WAP is bigger than my world record is, because I had to, but I haven't got that information yet. In a UPA, which W.T. Franklin and Bill Carpenter are the main guys on that one. He runs a huge meet out in Dubuque, Iowa. That is my personal best at 202.5 kilos or 446 pounds. I did that one on November 6th in Peoria. I did 200 kilos when I was in Dubuque, and then I did a USPA one up further north by Des Moines 2 weeks later, and I was able to hit 200 kilos again on that one. I hope to be able to do about 451, maybe 452 in my next USPA one, and that will break the national record. So that would be my goal there. If somebody can give me a number one, let me know if the chat's still running. Because a lot of times what happens, it says chat's disconnected, and then it says successfully connected, and then I get a few chats. So if somebody can just type a number one and send it, then I'll know that I'm getting communication. Or if not, I'll just wait until it catches up. But at least I'm not getting the freeze frame. Other things to talk about is training the whole body. You know, when you're doing your bench workouts and that, you got to realize that you've got to also do workouts for your shoulders, your back, your triceps, abs, legs. I try to pull what I push. So I try to keep my deadlift pretty close to what my bench is. And it let me know, all right, there we go. Now we got the number ones in. Good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Then for anybody that wants to shoot me other questions, that's the email you can always send to me. I look at that a few times each day. So deadlifts, I did deadlifts on Tuesday, and I posted those. Worked up to 365. After I ended the video, I think I ended up doing 365, about another three reps, one at a time. And then next week, I'll probably work up to about 375 and just slowly go up that way. If I feel really good in March where my deadlift's going, I might do both the bench and the deadlift. But I'm thinking with the APF where I'm just going to do bench. So I'll see how that one goes. Justin's welcome. Randy, how you doing? Hello. Make sure you hit the like button there. It helps with my chat room algorithm. And I'm going to try to do Thursday night chats maybe on a more consistent basis. That's telling me that's when most people are looking at that. Oh, here we go. Keep breaking records, man. I'm 33, 5'7", 200 pounds. I'm at 375 on a mission to make it to 405. Cool. Get there. Just take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Yeah, when you hit 380 will be your next small goal. And then when you hit that, you make another small goal at 385. And you just keep going it that way. How am I, sir? Randy, I'm doing well. I feel good. I'm glad I went to the gym and had a good workout. Even though I was kind of sluggish today, I said I'm going to get in the gym and get it done. Sometimes you want to just say, just stay home and relax. And then you're kind of mad at yourself because you didn't go in the gym. So I went in the gym and had a really good workout. Now, that's just something that you need to walk in the gym to work out. You got to stay consistent. Do I take rest days? Yeah, they're planned. They're a planned rest day. They're the ones that usually Wednesday and Sunday are my rest days. You can't work out 7 days a week, at least not at level 60, as I put it. So I did have a video out there with the bench today. We had a little fun with it. Hope everybody got a good laugh off the thumbnail I did. I am trying a little different things with the title. So I just put crazy old man this time to see if YouTube would sit there and have a little more kindness to me. I do enjoy everybody's comments and support. I'm also happy to help out the people that have reached out to me. Remember, I do have the membership levels now. Your basic one is just we'll get you into separate videos. When I come out with them, and I'll have some T-shirts designed. I got my daughter on one end designing one, and I got Vince Robbins, his girlfriend, designing one. On the second level, that's when I actually email you and message you, and we talk about nutrition, we talk about your workout, and we kind of graph where you're going and make plans for you. So that's where that level is. And then the other one is probably more for local, the $24.99, that's when I can actually meet you in a gym. So if you're within a 100-mile radius, then I don't have a problem coming out once a month, meeting you at the gym at that level. So during my experience and my knowledge of lifting for the last 45 years, don't claim to know everything, but I know the basics, and the basics work. I know you have to eat nutritious food. You got to have enough food in you. You have to get enough rest, and you got to get in the gym and lift. Whether you lift heavy weights or light weights or medium weights or do cardio or whatever it is, it's all good stuff. Remember, you're in the gym for yourself, so don't be in competition with anybody. The whole idea is to get yourself in better shape. Gives you a healthier heart, gives you a healthier mind, healthier body, and that's basically what it's about. There's always somebody who's faster, bigger, stronger, better looking, whatever. Just try to be a better you. I'm looking for 5 pounds on my bench for this year. That's my goals. And if I hit those, I'll be ecstatic. And then next year will be another 5 pounds. If I could hit that 500 bench threshold, that'd be great. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it won't keep me from not trying to get there. So want to get the deadlift back up to where my bench is at. I'm going to be working the squats. It comes slowly. I'm not really designed well for it. My form isn't the best, but I'm working on that too. One thing when you're in competitions, I think you're never really satisfied with your results. You're always trying to improve. You're always looking at, how can I do this better? I've been kind of slacking on this. I got to go work out with one of the fellow subscribers who was close enough to the gym, and he had a really great military press, and it's kind of encouraged me to go after that a little bit more. So there went my chat again. I kind of figured that was it. So if you are reacting to them, so I just keep moving the phone around, trying to find a better place to get that signal. Feels like I got a lot of bars. But we'll go in there. I got 6 thumbs up. I'd like to get up to 10. If YouTube would be reconnecting me, that'd be great. But I'll keep talking, kind of figure that somewhere I probably still got a signal. Time to go over something that here's my new card. Scottish Fitness. That's my daughter. Sit there and designed for me. Hang on a second. I'll move this to a little bit better area.
And what people are those, man? You gonna make me say it? Yes. Cat people.
All right. Well, it looks like my connection is back up. But chat just came back up. Okay, there we go. Crazy old man. Crazy old man worked. Lots of laughs. Yep. Ethan, I'm 240 going for 420 by April 20th. Hit 405 earlier this month. After that, I plan to to cut slow to 200, 210. You're probably going to be competing in the 100 kilo. I plan to eat 200 grams of protein as a certain workout to keep strength. So it's not the workout, it's how your diet is. Dropping 30 pounds in 3 months is not too bad. It's only 10 pounds a month if you do it right. The way I did it is about 5 days a week. I would come in with a big tub of lettuce and green peppers, and cucumbers. Not too many cucumbers; it causes gas. Tomatoes, and then probably about 3 to 5 cans of tuna. And that's what I ate Monday through Friday. And then on my days off, I basically just ate a regular, whatever I wanted to eat, didn't worry about it. But I did drop 30 pounds, but I did drop some off my bench too. Generally, if you do a quick drop, you can figure pound for pound, almost. If you drop 20 pounds really fast, you're going to drop 20 pounds, maybe even more off your bench. It's just trying to get rid of the fat and the water weight without weakening muscles is very difficult to do. What you're looking at April 2nd, you're not that far away from hitting it. You're only wanting to get 15 pounds more. I think it's doable. It's just what you want to do is, you want to only decrease your calories. So I would decrease your calorie intake, Ethan, by only 200 calories a day. Because if you've been holding at 240, and haven't been gaining weight, what I would do is I'd cut 200 calories off your thing. That's 2 eggs, or anything equivalent that will keep the protein up there. And then within about 2 weeks, I would see how much. If you lost, 2 or 3 pounds within 2 weeks, it'd be good. If you haven't lost any, then drop another 200 calories. The problem with losing the strength is you drop too many calories right off the get-go. And then that is what's going to make it difficult to, number one, maintain your strength, and number two, actually get more strength. But I've done it. I hit, 480 pounds when I weighed 265, and then I hit it again when I weighed about 245. So it can be done, but there was a long time in between. So to keep the strength up, you still got to lift heavy. If you don't lift heavy, you're not going to have that top end strength. So, if you're at 405 now, you got to keep at 405. And I wrote my chat again. But the chat's down, but generally everything else should be working. So what I would do is I would just continue lifting heavy, only decrease your calorie intake by 200 calories. Otherwise, you're going to lose strength because you're dropping weight too fast. So I'm guessing you're wanting to drop into a 220 pound class weight, which I think is like 110 kilos or 100 kilos. I generally compete in 110 kilos, which is 242 pounds, or 125 kilos, which is 275 pounds. And it's just I cut 18 pounds one time in about 10 days, and it really hurt my performance. So I figured I'd never do that again. So I hope that answered your question. So can you do it? Yeah, I think you can get 420 by April. Your weight being at 200 to 210, I don't know. How tall are you? Ethan, because that's going to have a lot to do with it too. How much is that? It's not just weight, but it's also height. Somebody losing 10 pounds at 6'4" is not going to look the same. Not going to have the same results. Somebody who's 5'10" or 5'8". So that's going to have a lot to do with it. Clean energy, avoid, trying to drop weight, just avoid sugar. you're drinking soda, stop. Probably don't do what I just did. Don't drink beer, but I'm not trying to drop weight. And that can do it too. Sometimes it's changing your habits. We'll do it. Still make sure you're getting a strong breakfast. Chat down again. Wonderful. Well, just going to keep moving things around. There we go. That should be interesting. Got up higher in the air. And I did do some research on getting a booster. Take a booster, or I'm just going to have to bring a DSL in. But back to the workout. The workout you're going to need to do is going to have to be a strength-based workout. I'll tuck that in there. Still need to lift heavy to hit those heavy weights. But we're plump. Got it. Perfect. And that should do the trick for you. And then if anything, a couple pounds into you. It's safe to do that, but 20 pounds and still at the same weight on the bench. So for me, that was kind of a win-win. 15 shy. We'll probably shred down again to 242 and try to hit the same weights at that level. You're 50 to 54, you're 55 to 59, and now you're 60 to 64. Midtown wants them because I'm 6'7" with long arms. I'm not going to get to the 300-pound PR. No, I don't believe that, Midtown. No reason why you can't bench 300 pounds. What are you benching now? Because I kind of did the same thing to myself. I was 6'4", and I figured I was never going to hit 315. And then I seen he was 6'4", and he was roughing 315. So yeah, don't ever stop yourself. Yep, just like mine. So you're at 260? Sure, yeah, absolutely. How old are you, Midtown? Set goals for, try to get 5 pounds every 2 or 3 weeks. That's 49. Oh yeah. Yep. I still got stronger after 49. I'm still getting stronger. So yeah, you can definitely do 300. Just do it safely. If you want, email me your workout routine as it sits right now, and I can give you some suggestions. But set small, reasonable. Either plan to hit 85 to 90% every week. For some reps, less volume. Yep, they'll do it. I mean, it's medium to light weights, lots of reps. So that works pretty good. I mean, just remember you still need to warm up. Get my connection. Let me stay. It keeps changing. But definitely it's doable. It's a good plan on that. But yeah, Midtown wants to get 300 pounds, real reachable. You got the body weight for it. I mean, you're the same weight I am. You're probably 3 to 4 inches taller. It used to be 6'4", it might be 6'3" now. The gravity of the situation. But yeah, don't say you can't do something because you're old or you're tall or whatever. I made that mistake, and I tried to promise not to make that mistake again. So you're already close to it, 260. Just try to get by first or second week in February, go for 265. End of February, go for 270. Mid-March, 275. And then by June and July, you could be hitting this. So just take it slow and do it safely, and absolutely, I think you could hit that. But like I said, if you are wanting more information, then you can just email me. myscottishfitness@gmail.com. And I can see what I can do for you. Any as I figured my chat went down, but no big deal. Should come back up. I just gotta find that perfect spot on the phone. I actually think it's downstairs.
Yeah, I snuck over here for breakfast for 5 years straight. I can see why. This is delicious. What's wrong, Dad?
4 bars. See how that is. If not, it is what it is. So we're at 7 likes. If you haven't hit the likes, please do. Hopefully you've subscribed. I also have memberships available. But basically, it's things I'm going to try to do in the evening is having a little bit more discussions when things work. Go work again. Best sources of protein: chicken, fish, beef, pork, eggs, and milk. You can also get them from rice. You can also get them from potatoes, beans. Might be some side effects. But and I try to mix it up. I try to get it through different sources, so I'm never just stuck on one thing.
I don't know. Can we open one of them just to make sure? No, I lost my purse too.
There we go. Pop back up real quick. Justin, hit a flat bench on Monday. Hit flat bench on Monday, heavy Tuesday. I do back. Wednesday is arm, Thursday squat, and deadlifts. Friday do incline and decline, and rest the weekend. Yeah, that's a really good workout routine there, especially if you've been doing it for a while. Looks like you're catching everything there. Just make sure that you're kicking in enough nutrients, enough calories. Ethan, 30, I want to hit 500, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. To be there, you got to be natural limit at some point. Yeah, but that limit can change. So I hit 405 when I was 45, and then 410 took a long time. 415 took, I think I did a meet where I got 425. And I was really happy about it. And then I stayed at 425 for probably about a good 5 years. And, then I was saying, okay, my goal is just going to make sure I maintain. And then I realized if I wanted to get more, I had to change my workout. And that's where I kind of got the less is more. I realized I was doing way too many sets in the mid ranges. And then I just didn't have the energy to push the heavy weights as many reps as I needed to. So that's when I started taking some of the reps on the way up off and saving that energy for the heavy, 2 or 3 reps that I'm going to do only doubles of, and then do that burnout on the way back down. And that's what seemed to work well for me. Justin, what best secondary exercise for flat bench? Tricep pull downs. Get on that machine and just pull down the stack. I got a video there where the owner jumps on the stack. All right, but that is huge. Military press is going to be good for it because your shoulders need to be strong. So pull down on tries on the machine, military press, dips, weighted dips also would be very good as a accessory to your bench. All right, I'm at 8 likes. Goal is 10. Goal is 10. Might up that goal once I hit 10, but right now the goal is 10. Just like when you're working out, you set that small, easy to reach goal. But absolutely, I find the military press and the tricep pull downs are probably one of the reasons that I'm benching. For the longest time, I didn't do any militaries, and arms was like a secondary thought. So now that I'm doing those consistently, I'm finding better results, and also banking that energy. So, I start with the bar and do 95, 135, 185, 2 1/4. Those are warm-ups. I'm doing reps of those because I'm just trying to get the blood and everything. Then I'll do 275 by 5. I'll do 315 by 3, 365 by 2, 405 by 2. And then I'll jump up to the heavy weight. And then usually what I do is I drop back down to 315 and do as many as I can. And then I'll go over to a fly machine. And that's just to get everything stretched out. I will still do good weights with it, but it really is. So YouTube likes to watch me exercise. Now it's back. There we go. Joshua Jones, my left rotator just messed up again. I can't seem to quit having rotator problems on 55. It's probably time to give it up. Well, first of all, have you seen where I'm showing you how to do a little small exercises? Where you grab the 5-pounders and do what's called field goals. Do 4 sets of 15 to 20. Also, get in the cables, pull out this way, pull back this way. And I would do those 3 days a week. Obviously cut your weight off the bench for a while until that pain goes. So Ethan, Larson press, CG bench, incline bench, overhead press, slingshot bench. After my bench for some volumes and tricep press stuff. So, yeah, and if you're hitting them for volume, that's great because you push the heavy weights on the flat bench, and now what you're doing is you're pumping that muscle with high reps to get as much nutrients to get the blood to carry as much nutrients into it as you can. Because remember, you need to have nutrients for it to carry in. So that's where that big breakfast is important. And if you're working out later on in the day, that's where your second and third meals are important. Well, the multi-grip bars. Midtown, I've tried that. I got the one where it really lets me get really deep. I haven't really worked it into my routine yet, but I'm considering it just because it lets me get down below where the bar would be resting on my chest. And I think that would help with sticking points. Inclines are going to work more of your upper chest. Can't disconnect it, of course it is. And declines going to do the lower one. I stopped doing declines because my chest just got too big. So I do flat bench for the most part, but I'll go over to incline to pump an extra weights, to get that blood in there. And then the military press is where I feel more comfortable for it. Yeah, so on that small exercises, Joshua, I do that in a few of my breakfast ones. So I've shown it more than once. I believe my one on Monday, I demonstrate that. So, but then what I'll do is when I get in the gym on Friday, tomorrow I'll be in the gym. I'm training someone. I'll make a quick video of just going through a whole series of that. Joe Rogan trying a carnivore diet. Any thoughts? I'd have to look at it. I'm a true omnivore. I eat everything, but my diet is a lot of meat. Last night for dinner I had steaks. We had potatoes and green peppers and mushrooms with it. But that was the main meal. In the morning I had steak and eggs with potatoes. Today I ate a big can of tuna. It's like 3 cans of tuna in one. So I wolfed that down. So I guess you can call it a carnivore diet, but I do like corns, I like green beans, carrots. So I have no problem with your vegetables are going to get you some vitamins and minerals you need. Not so much calories because you almost burn more calories than the vegetables give you, but they are vitamin K and C and some other helpful minerals, potassium that you're getting from the vegetables. The meat is where you're getting the calories and the protein from. You really are, unless it's potatoes and rice. There's a lot of calories in those too. So, a lot of diets out there. They talk about the keto diet, talk about this. It basically is calories in, calories out. What I do is, figure how many calories you're eating a day. And if you're holding at a weight, just make a small adjustment. Keep the activity level the same. And if you drop 200 calories, well, then you should see a slow weight drop that's not going to take a lot of your strength away. All right, thanks for everybody hitting those thumbs up. We're now at 12. So as promised, let's go to 15. We have a good one. So diet's important. I don't think you need to get on a fad diet. I think you just need to adjust your calories. You want to gain weight, increase your calories. Want to lose weight, decrease them. And then the best time to decrease them is before you go to bed. Eating extra calories in the morning actually helps you. It'll kick your metabolism up. I got big and stopped. All right, we'll start doing military presses. Is it standing or seated better, or does it matter? It doesn't matter. Whatever's comfortable for you. Because it's more comfortable for me than doing seated. Joshua, do you take protein powder? I used to. Doc said it's hard on the kidneys. Went to lots of meat instead of powder. So I will have a protein shake after I work out. Generally, that's the only time I have that shake. Sometimes I'll mix a powder. I've got 2 jugs of powder here I've had for the last 6 months. They'll probably expire before I use them up. I always say try to get your protein intake through food. What I do is when I do have a shake, I do not count it as my protein intake. I count it as this got me home. So I usually chug about 30 grams in a shake when I'm leaving the gym. And then when I get home, I'm now having food, or a big glass of milk or something. It's basically just so I have some protein work in the system while I'm driving. I live out in the country, so everywhere I go is a long drive. If you got some people that they're taking that protein powder 3 times a day, yes, and it could be hard on your kidneys. What you got to do is you got to make sure you're drinking a lot of water, and have your doctor sit there and monitor it for you. You'll start feeling the pain in there if you're doing that. But getting your protein and your calories by food is always preferred. Overdo it. Remember, supplements are to add to a meal. They are just they're kind of like the kickstand on your bicycle. They're just kind of help the bike hold up, but it's not something that you're using when you're actually pedaling it. So when I do have that 30-gram shake, I don't count it in my protein intake. To me, it was just a way to get home. And that's the only way I see it. Just like I don't count the calories from this meal. Just kidding.
LegacyBox is simple and safe with over 500,000 satisfied customers. Visit LegacyBox.com today. Super excited to open up my.
Let me see if that went down. No, unable to connect chat. Please try again later. Lovely. So, we're at 12, now we're at 11. That's not good. So, chat is down. Give it a few minutes.
Hey, cover girls. Remember that? I was the cover girl in 1998, and today I'm the cover girl. Thanks to Simply Ageless.
There we go. Well, again, my card. Dun, dun, dun. Hopefully it's clear. And I appreciate everybody from joining in here. We'll try and do this a little bit more often. And as your milk and eggs, I do the Fairlife milk because it's filtered. It's got half the sugar. It's got 50% more protein, so 13 grams of protein, per 8-ounce serving versus 8 grams. And then eggs are anywhere from 6 to 8 grams per egg, and about 100 to 120 calories. We're just really full of really good amino acids for you. And I think that's probably going to be our evening today. But I think I just put those in regular comments. So for you, if you